Hey everybody, I wanted to hop on and make a quick video about one subject instead of cooking and all kind of other things today. I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all something that is dear to my heart. And I'm trying to get to the bench to sit down so y'all don't hear the leaves crunching. But so 2020, the pandemic hit. Everybody was going crazy, whatever. Lockdown, all this mess. Sleeping schedules were out of whack because we were staying up all night. Alright, gotta clear the spider webs, guys. I don't like spiders. Okay, so we were staying up all night and sleeping all day. Things were all crazy. But during the midst of that pandemic, I had a dream. And it was a pretty simple dream. In it, I was just sitting in this dark room in one of those like metal folding chairs like you'd see at parties or something, or places where there's a large number of people needing to sit. You know, those metal ones, they fold up, you can store them away. I'm sitting in one, and when I look to my left on the floor, another chair is folded, but it has fallen. It was just laying there on the floor, kind of out of whack. The chairs weren't in no particular order, but they stood out to me. But the door to the room that I was sitting in was open, and it was to my front left. And there was a beam of light being cast in, like if you left a light on in the hallway and it was coming into your bedroom and you didn't have no lights on in your room, the light, you know, it would light it up a bit. So I'm sitting to the right of the beam of light. So I'm out of the light. I'm in the darkness, and I look, and I'm looking at this lit up room and the chair to the floor. And then I hear a voice. It says, "Quit living under the veil. Your time here is almost up." And I woke up. Y'all, I've never had a dream that made me feel the way I felt when I woke up. I knew in my heart and in my soul and just in every fiber of my being, I just knew that it was from God. And I wasn't walking in Christ at the time. I went to church. I've had him accepted into my life, but it wasn't something that I wasn't living the way that he would want me to live, that's for sure. And I was just living my life. So when I had that dream, it was like, whoa, okay, that was definitely God. And then another reason I felt that it was God would just be because I didn't have a clue what the word veil meant. I had to do a lot of research in the word veil and biblical and other terminologies to figure out what that meant. But when I woke up, I immediately got a sense that God was just telling me, quit living like you're living, and you need to change your life around. You need to do better. At the time, I wasn't a horrible person, you know. I smoked cigarettes and I smoked weed, and I thought I was just a nice, happy hippie. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong, but I just knew he was talking about quitting weed. He was talking about being sober, and that was just something to me personally. So I obeyed, I quit, and in the midst of quitting and just obeying, he showed me so much, y'all. He opened my eyes to the way the world is today. Just some evil that was going on behind the closed doors. It's actually been brought to light now because it's been a couple of years ago. But he just showed me that the world is on its way to hell in a handbasket. Pretty much. There was just evil everywhere. So I started attending church regularly right after that, and ended up getting baptized, and I gave my life to Christ once again, and that was my second baptismal. Not that I think once baptized, always. It was just something I wanted to do. Fresh, clean, fresh slate, fresh start. So then I tried to do my best to tell everyone about that dream and about what I experienced, and it was just falling on deaf ears. Nobody believed me. You're crazy, yada, yada, yada. And I'm unshakable in what I believe on that. I know it was from God. So back in October of this year, this is 2022, today is December 12th, I think, December 12th, 2022. So back in October, I had to have a little surgery on my nose. I had a septoplasty because my nose was crooked and I couldn't breathe, and I had to have some stuff reduced down in my sinuses. Anyways, so I'm waking up in surgery, and if any of you have ever had surgery before, you know when you wake up in the recovery room, typically there's a nurse standing to your left or right. In my case, it was to my left, and she's just, you know, clicking stuff on computer. She's checking my vitals and whatnot. But as I'm opening my eyes, I'm trying to sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. I tried to word to her that I was with Jesus and I was spending time with him and we were just talking, but the words that came out of my mouth were just the message that he gave me. So I'm telling this nurse, Jesus told me to tell you he's coming back very soon. And that's what I was saying. When I opened my eyes, I'm saying, he's coming back. He's coming back very soon. And I opened my eyes and I'm seeing this nurse. And she's like, how are you? Are you okay? And I'm, you know, whatever, asking me the typical questions you get asked after surgery. Are you in pain? Yada, yada, whatever. And as my eyes fully focused on her face, I told her, Jesus said he's coming back soon and to tell you. And she just started grinning and smiling, and she said, I believe you. She said, baby, you were talking about Jesus the last 30 minutes in your sleep. So that dream or experience that I had with him, I don't know what you want to call it, it was unreal, y'all. It was, I can't tell you what Jesus looked like fully. I don't remember his face. I remember being surrounded by light. I was in a warm place wherever I was at. There was just light everywhere. And I was sitting there like I'm sitting on this bench right now with trash from my sister. But I'm just sitting here and Jesus was just sitting right here to my left and we was just talking. I don't remember about what. I couldn't tell you a single thing we talked about other than him telling me as I was waking up to tell them I'm coming soon. That was, quote, Jesus' words. Tell them I'm coming soon. And I woke up, and as I'm waking, I see Jesus walking away from me. So he's going back to heaven or wherever Jesus hangs out, maybe to hang out with another person in the hospital. I don't know. But he's walking away, and he's fading like something out of a movie, y'all. He was fading away into the distance. But he had on this like off-white colored robe. I can't really, the color is like bone, I think is the color. I don't really know. Tan, white, it's that off-white color. And he had curly hair, curly dark hair. It was like dark brown. And it wasn't like frizzy. Mine's usually frizzy. I straightened it today. But it was not frizzy like mine. It was pretty wavy curls. It was beautiful. And he was tall. Probably 6.5 feet, 7 feet. I'm only 5'2", y'all, so I'm short, so anything over 5 foot's tall to me. But he was tall. My head would have been about at his chest level. And he told me to tell everybody that he's coming back very soon. And I've touched on this subject in some of my writings on my YouTube channel and on Facebook, but I just don't feel like it's reaching enough people. And I enjoy getting on YouTube and searching for dreams and visions from God. And of course, you got to do it with discernment, guys, because there's so many false prophets out there. The Bible tells us that'll happen in the end of times. And I truly believe that we're living in the days before Jesus comes. I truly believe that we're going to be the generation that's going to see him coming in the clouds, like the Bible tells us. And I don't know how to make this message get more viral and reach more ears, but I'm just putting my faith in God and I'm doing the legwork. So I just imagine Jesus will do the rest. But I just wanted to share that with y'all today, and I love you in the Lord.